morning. How you doing? Jonathan here for Tailhunter Sportfishing, and it's time once again for the Mexican Minute La Paz video fishing report, coming to you from La Paz, Baja, Mexico, and covering all of the fishing action for our Tailhunter Sportfishing fleet and the dates of the 24th of August through the 31st of August 2021. Wherever you are, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for checking in. Thanks for spending some time with us. And of course, if you like what we're doing, please do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and subscribe. Okay, let's talk about what went on with fishing this past week. It definitely got better compared to what we had the week before. So take a look at the fishing gallery. I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, well, that'll give you an idea of what happened this last week. Definitely a marked improvement over the week before when we had, well, the remnants of a couple of storms that came through. They didn't really cause any big problems. The name of one was Linda. We had Kevin and we had Marty, I believe, were the three that came through. They didn't drop any, or cause any big problems, but they were really distant hurricanes that, well, when things come through, it still affects the weather, still affects the currents. We had waves, we had wind. On top of that, we had a big full moon, so all of those in combination really affected the fishing the week before. So the further we got away from all of that, with each progressive day after that, the fishing seemed to get a little better. The fishing at Las Arenas with our Las Arenas fleet out of Muertos Bay, definitely picking up more of the inshore fish, Pargo, Cabrilla, more Dorado. I think we caught more Dorado this last week out of our Las Arenas fleet than we had probably in the previous 2 weeks. Also some billfish as well. Also got some wahoo hookups finally. So this is very, very encouraging because we really haven't had any wahoo all year. Tuna still haven't shown up, but maybe the tuna are going to be coming. We don't know. It's just been one of those kind of years, but very encouraging that we're seeing the wahoo. Also, roosterfish coming back strong. We didn't have so many roosterfish the week before or 2 weeks before, and most of those were kind of the smallish size. But this last week, some larger 20, 30 pounders. A couple 40 pounders were also lost. Didn't see any of the 60 to 100 pounders, but definitely, like I said, a marked improvement over the week before. For our Tailhunter La Paz fleet, also, things were much better. We had some limits, near limits almost every day. Some of the boats knocked them out really quick, got into those Dorado real fast, found the right school, and they were coming back by noon and having lunch here on the beach or back at their hotel. So the Dorado were definitely much more cooperative this last week. None of those really big ones, but the larger ones maybe in the 20 to 25 pound class. Lots of fun, especially for the first timers, especially for folks that didn't have a lot of experience, and especially great for those guys who are fishing the light tackle. Okay, also billfish coming on a lot stronger. You saw some of the billfish pictures. Most fish got released, so before you send me any emails or phone calls about billfish, let me tell you that once again, 99% of all the billfish were released. If they weren't released, very often they couldn't be released. A lot of the fish that were hooked up broke off. Others, they donated the meat to folks who needed it. So just to let you know that the billfish, sailfish, and marlin were biting. We had some sailfish, we had stripers, and we also had a couple of blue marlin on the line as well. So that was pretty exciting. Also, lots of big bonita, tapering or rounding things out, so there's a lot of action inshore. It's like fishing in an aquarium. You're 10, 20 feet of water. You can have 20 or 30 hookups a day on Pargo, Cabrilla, jacks, snapper. There's all kinds of things in the rocks. So some of the guys that didn't want to fish the Dorado or didn't want to chase the fish in the blue water went inshore, fished along the islands, fished along the rocks, and still had a good time. The big news this week was, well, most of the week we were kind of spent our eyeballs reading and following the weather reports because we had hurricane. Well, it started out as a tropical storm. It's just that time of year. You just don't know what's going to happen. Things can pop up real quick. And Nora started building up well to the south of us as a tropical storm. Now, all of the predictions, all of the little tracks that follow the hurricanes and follow the storms had it coming right up over us, hitting Cabo San Lucas, hitting the East Cape, and then right over La Paz. So, we were sending out notices to everyone coming in, everyone flying in, to let them know that there could be some issues with the weather. So we kept following it, and we were pretty sure that we were going to get hit pretty hard. It was at least going to be a Category 1 hurricane, which in the grand scheme of things isn't as bad as Odile, which hit us in 2014 with 150-mile-an-hour winds, or the hurricanes hitting the Gulf states right now, Ida, doing some real damage and hurting some people. But a Category 1 is still a Category 1. That's 90-mile-an-hour winds with a lot of wind, a lot of rain. So we were watching that very, very carefully. Gracias a Dios, as they say here. It brought us a day of wind. There was a day where we couldn't send anybody out, mainly because the port captain closed everything down, understandably, because it was really rough. There were some very strong winds that came through, but no rain. And after one day, well, today we've got boats out. I don't know how the fishing is going to be, quite honestly. I told everybody, listen, it's at least better than staying in your hotel room for the day. Because I think we can get on the boats today. I think we can go out of at least Muertos Bay. Things have calmed down. Waters might be turned over. I don't know if you'll be able to get offshore very far, but at least go have some fun. Go pull on some Pargo Cabrilla, some snapper, some Jack Crevalle, some bonita, and at least, like I said, it's better than staying in the room. So we did get boats out today, but once again, after storms, I just don't know what the waters are going to be like. Are there going to be some big waves? Is the water going to be turned over? Did the currents bring up some cold water and turn things over, and the fish are just going to be a little bit lockjawed for a while till things settle down? So as of right now, I don't know how the fishing is going to be for the next few days. Sometimes it recovers quickly, other times it takes a few days. Anyway, a quick wrap up on what's going on. I'm Jonathan for the Mexican Minute. Again, please do us a favor if you like what we're doing. We've been doing these for almost 27 years now. Give us a like, give us some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. You take care of each other. Thanks for checking in. Thank you for spending time with us. God bless. We'll catch you next week.